I
Yep.
I watched your show with Clydesdale Media. Holy cow!
Thank you.
Yeah, what a man, what a cool story. Hey, um, you're like excited to share your story. You want to share your story, right?
Yes.
All right, okay.
I want to tell everything.
Hi, Caleb.
There's
Hi, Caleb.
yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
What'd you say, Caleb?
Oh, never mind. It's good. There was something up with your audio, but it's better now.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Look at what a good dude.
My
Okay.
audio, or is mine too loud?
No, your sound. I think your sound's great. Does her sound good, Caleb? Okay. I switched mic imports, Caleb. So maybe there was something weird when Dave came in yesterday. Hey, Denise, I ran into you at the Legends event, right?
Correct. Yes.
And that was where was that?
So that was in Phoenix. No, Tempe,
Right.
Arizona.
Okay. And you were competing there.
I was competing in the 65 plus women's division.
And
I podium.
You won, right? Did you take first?
Yes, I did.
Badass, crazy. And you listen to the show
all the time.
Yeah, that's
well
crazy.
when I can.
Yeah.
Because I work.
What does your husband say about the all of the crass 14-year-old boy humor that seeps from my pores? I know this is supposed to be about you, but I'm just wondering how he processes it. What he thinks about you listening to a show like that.
There was an interesting show that you did, and I wanted him to hear it because he doesn't listen. But I said, you and he have similar views, and to tell you the truth, I think it had to do with the thing in New York.
Oh, okay. With the police officers, the two police officers who got beat. Yeah, that was sad, right? That is sad.
But then there was something else that went along, and you basically flew a few bad words out. Yeah. And I said, no, he doesn't normally talk this way. And then at the end of it, he turns to me and he goes, believe me, he talks that way. And
he figured me out in one show.
Yeah, he was like, and he wasn't complaining or anything because he does the same thing. So it's just guys are guys when they're around guys.
Yeah. We are. I'll tell you a crazy story. Travis Bagent, the father of Tyson Bagent. Oh, nice shirt. Thank you. Travis Bagent, the father of Tyson Bagent, the quarterback for the Chicago Bears.
Yes.
He sent me a video of his son working with Jim Klontman, the Slackbox guy, the other day, and he's balancing. And I wrote, fabulous. Now make sure. And I said something really crass about him staying away from a certain kind of woman. You know what I mean? Completely very inappropriate thing, except for two men to talk about. Like, I won't even say it on this show. And then a few minutes later, I saw Katie Motter reposted, the owner of Rogue, posted on the thread. I didn't see she was on it.
Yeah, but she's probably used to it.
Yeah, but I still kind of walked it back a little bit. I walked it back. Because I wouldn't have even said that in front of my mom. Like, if I wouldn't say it on the show, that means it was really crass. But man,
I'm in a very male-dominated business. So
what do you do?
I'm a system administrator, network administrator, and I've been working for the same company for 40 years. So I've been around. It's very male-dominated from the very beginning.
So you hear some stuff. I'm
just used to it. I'm just like, and even my coach will say stuff, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna walk away.
I know how you boys are. Hey, when you say, tell me what you do. Do you protect? Did you see the guy that James O'Keefe did the undercover reporting on, and he said he was basically a network administrator for the White House? What do you do? Do you make sure that the networks are up in buildings, like internet networks and stuff like that?
Yeah, I can't tell you who I work for or anything like that, but I can say that basically I keep servers up and running, network's up and running.
And
do-
secure? Do you keep them secure also?
Yes. Cybersecurity.
Okay, so everything from making sure that the right whatever Cat 6 cable is being run to making sure that like people who get on the computers are the right people.
Yes.
And not
We
okay.
actually
Okay.
we have to make sure that we have notifications that come out, and we have to basically keep track of everything and respond to everything. So
I highly recommend watching this video. It's on James O'Keefe's Instagram account. This is the network basically administrator for the White House, right? And James O'Keefe goes on a date with him. Like he must have found this guy on Grindr or something.
okay.
And it's a crazy undercover. Is everyone gay in our government? Yes. But it's hilarious because basically this guy sings like a bird about the White House. It's crazy. I'd be curious to hear your take on it. Check it out sometime. It's
okay.
nuts. It just
Yeah.
came out a couple days ago.
I haven't seen that. I kind of concerns me sometimes about how things happen, how things get leaked, and we as contractors, because we don't work necessarily for the government, but we do government contracts. We have a stringent rules that we have to follow all the time. And then when you see something inside the government, oh, they weren't changing their password, simple stuff, sharing passwords, things like that. You're like,
Yeah.
what the heck? Who has access? You need to know stuff.
Right.
And why does this person have access in the first place? So a lot of stuff that
What state
doesn't
are you
make
in?
sense. California.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, you're in Southern California. Okay. All right.
yeah, it's
Now you have me intrigued.
what I do, or
Yeah, who you work for, what you do.
yeah, it's.
I think
all I'm doing is following the rules that we're supposed to go with.
Right.
It's
I'm guessing you work for someone like Northrop Grumman or some or Hughes Aircraft, or that's what I'm going to guess. I'm going to hold it like that. Something someone who has contracts with the government that makes shit that flies. That's what I'm going to guess. Okay, so you went to Masters and you went to the 60. How long have you been doing CrossFit? So why are you entering CrossFit competitions? That shit scares the shit out of me at 65. Are you a competitive person? That's what you do? That's like
yes. Originally, like in high school and college, I played softball and volleyball, and it was fun. And I always wanted to be like a professional athlete, but in those two sports, there really was nothing that you could do. So when I was 28, I took up golf, and I thought, well, this seems fun. Maybe
at 28.
Yeah.
Okay.
At 28. I played before, but 28 was when I actually got serious. And I tried to play. I played on the mini tour for one summer in Southern California, or in California. It was called the Players West Tour in 94-ish, 93, 94. I took 3 months off work and tried it.
Were you married at that point?
No.
Okay.
No, I wasn't married at the time. I thought, if I don't do it now, I'll regret not trying it. And I sucked. I was so bad. I play better golf now than I did then. And
wow.
I was like, all right, well,
what was women's golf like in 94? Was it big? I know women's golf went through a massive boom. Had that happened yet in 94?
Yes. That's when it was. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my husband. He has a terrible swing.
I wouldn't know. I don't know. It looks great to me. What's wrong with his swing? Tell me what's wrong with his swing. I'm just curious.
He dips, and his lower back, he's always protecting his lower back.
Oh yeah, me too. What do you mean he dips? I didn't see him dip. I saw him dip, but I saw him stand back up before the swing.
No, he'll dip as he comes through. Just as he hit, you'll see his hips lower. Yeah. And then
damn. Do you see it, Caleb? What she's talking about? Oh fuck, I'm an idiot. Okay, well, I don't see it.
So
can you beat him?
No, he's better putter and golf chipper than I am right now. But
I like how you say that right now.
Well, because I haven't been playing.
Okay.
But if we go out and play like a scramble, like a 2-man scramble, we usually do pretty well because I get to play from the red tees and I outdrive everybody. So that's like, all right.
The red tees are where the girls hit from.
Yeah.
It's funny. I always laugh when I hear games athletes be like, and you know, I'm not poo-pooing them, but you took like 14th at the CrossFit Games. Fucking amazing. Great job. But then you interview them and they'll be like, yeah, well, Justin Medeiros just happened to be better today. I'm like, come on, man. I mean, I hate because you hear a lot of athletes say that. So I just like hearing that from you. Yeah, he's better than me right now. Like, hey, that's like the true competitor spirit. Like I'm not going to say he's better than me. I like it.
If I put more time into it, I would give him the run for his money. But I know what his strengths are, which is chipping and putting. He's really good at that. I have like I only see through one eye, so I have like a learned depth perception. So that I was born with amblyopia, which is basically lazy eye, but the muscle between the two eyes isn't strong enough to make you look through both eyes, and then the sight in this eye can only be corrected to 60. So I'm like amblyopia.
Impaired vision with obvious defect or change in the eye. So when you said you've learned, what did you say? You have learned depth perception?
Your brain's pretty amazing. You basically learn, your brain knows sizes. So like I play volleyball. If you have no depth perception, you were thinking, oh, well, how do you know when to hit the ball? Well, you know it by the size, how big it is as it reaches you.
Okay. Oh, I like that. Wow.
And it's since I was born this way, I've never known anything other than. So, but it does kind of hinder putting and chipping.
How's your driving? You shitty driver. Should you not be driving?
No, I'm a great driver.
You are? Seriously?
Yeah.
Have you noticed your driving?
Because part of it is, even though I don't see in the front, I have good peripheral vision. Like I can see my hand. I can see that my hand's there. Oh. So it's not like I'm just totally blind. It's just that when you look out here, the left eye takes over.
I'm noticeably my driving's eroding. My driving skills are diminishing. That's the word I'm looking for. Are your driving skills diminishing at 65? No. You still comfortable driving at night too?
Yeah, that I think that, low light thing is starting to creep in, but I don't really drive much at night.
Jeremy, is it just me or does Denise look younger than Sevi? Fuck you. It's just you. Okay.
It's all hair color.
Yeah. Getting older is weird. Like yesterday I was doing 80 and I was like, oh, I'm not as confident as doing 80 as I used to be. I mean, and I know I don't tailgate at all anymore. I mean, I should have ever tailgated, but I don't tailgate at all now. But when my mom's in the car, she thinks I'm tailgating, and I can tell. And the reason why she thinks I'm tailgating is because she's even older than me. She's my mom, and so her reaction time is shittier than mine, right? And so then she thinks that like, and so everyone's reacting to. You've seen those people, right? You've seen obese people and old people do that. When they walk by you, they think that you're in their way, right? Or they think my kids are in their way. Well, the reason why they think my kids are in their way is because old people need like 10 times the amount of room to walk through something. Is young people. Young people don't care. They just fucking slide through or whatever, right? But you've seen that, right? Old people get upset. They think someone's in their way, but really it's like, hey, dude, there's plenty of room for you. You know what I mean? But you're not. If you have any of those things, you turn into a whiny old person at all? Get mad when the neighbors have the radio on too loud, shit like that. You getting old at all?
Well, yeah, that.
You know what I mean?
All right, I go to bed at like 9 o'clock, and
oh yeah, old. Okay, good. Now we're getting some dirt.
But the thing is, my husband. I was driving the other day. He goes, "God, you drive like an old woman."
Oh wow. Like, okay, here we go. Wait
a minute. That's not fair because I'm driving as if I have another person that I'm responsible for in my car.
Yeah, that's an old person thing to say. That's an old person thing to say.
If he wasn't in my car, I'd be like zooming all around. And I'm like,
seriously, you drive different when your husband's in the car?
Yes, because I have that responsibility of someone else in the car.
Wow, look at you. That's good. Okay. Someone said, look at my 2 cents. I was there in 2000 to 2004. I think she means the mini tour. Interesting.
On Players West?
Interesting. Well,
Because
maybe.
I was trying to find anything on Players West, and they don't have anything.
Like,
And you know what's really
it's
funny?
before the internet, really. 94 is before like YouTube
Yeah.
and shit. So you're saying that you can't find anything on it?
Yeah.
What were you gonna
I've
say?
been getting annoyed with men trying to play women's sports.
Yeah.
And so
So lame.
So I was trying to find the first time I had an application for playing the mid-am, US mid-am for golf. And I remember distinctly the first line of that application back in the 80s or in the 90s, must be born female. That was the first line.
Wow.
And I'm trying to look for that and I can't find it because it just kept with me. I'm like, wow, why would this even be a thing? And now it is.
Yeah. Hey, it's a totally fair rule for something.
Yeah.
It's totally a fair rule.
So I was looking, and now they don't have that in the first line of the application form
Anymore.
Mm-mm. They must have changed it.
Masters golf tournament. Okay.
Okay.
I don't even know what that is, but is Masters in golf the same as Masters in CrossFit? It's just for people who are older?
Mm-hmm. A different age bracket. I believe Masters may be 50 plus.
Are those guys still good?
Yeah.
Like, do people watch them, or is it like you guys in CrossFit? No one cares. Except you're
kind of like that. Yeah. I think the old guys like watching the old guys, but also the old guys like watching the women's golf more.
Hey, is that gonna? Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's interesting. Because they're girls, like because they're attracted to them, or because they can more relate to their play.
I don't know. I really don't know what it is.
Oh, that's interesting.
I just find older men like watching women's golf.
Clearly there's no, what is interesting, I guess, about CrossFit is clearly there's no, no one's not watching. It's not like the WNBA or the NBA. People love people love women's CrossFit.
Yes.
Like women's gymnastics. Like no one's like, well, the men can do it better. No one's saying that. Everyone's like, yeah, the women, like, it doesn't matter. People love women's CrossFit. And actually, I don't know if maybe this is a sign that I'm getting old, but the masters and the adaptive are on some levels are significantly more fun to watch in person than individual, because individual, all the masters who are out there are impressive, and all the adaptive are impressive. Like it doesn't matter if he's a shitty lifter with one arm, you're still like, damn, that dude got one arm. Or it doesn't matter what woman, it could be the last place woman, but if she's climbing a rope and she's 65, you're having your kind of your reality and your perception of what's humanly possible change, right?
You think about, that could be my mother climbing that rope. There's no way my mother would climb that rope.
No way. Or even think it's possible.
Yeah.
Hey, I just saw yesterday, I don't remember where I saw it. I forget the guy's name, but I saw a guy who's 72 years old get his first muscle up.
I saw that. I think CrossFit posted that.
Yeah, what a stud that guy is.
I was very jealous because I don't have it yet.
Yeah, what a great guy. How close are you?
Well, still doing the surgery. I was close for getting a bar muscle up at the competition. I got one arm over the bar.
Are you healthy right now?
My kidneys are still, the numbers are still bad, but I think honestly, I'm always fighting something. Yeah. So it's the kidneys.
You look great.
Thank you.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say? So what?
2 years after I had the mastectomy is when my kidney numbers started going down. And then having the implants out after that, because I had implants, and then having the implants out, I feel so much better. So I know I am better, but I don't know where my kidney numbers are. I need to go get them looked at again.
Let's tell that story that you told. Is that cool? I heard it on Clydesdale, and I mean, I heard it briefly when I saw you at Masters, and I was like, oh man, this lady wants to tell her story. I can't wait to have her on. But when you told it on Clydesdale, I was blown away because it's got so many cool like nuances and turns and like. So you were a runner with a frozen shoulder. What is that? What's it? Yeah, 25 half marathons, 2 marathons.
Yeah,
ton of hardware hanging in the back. So tell me that. How do you get into running?
So I was playing golf and then I thought, well, I'll take up running to help me with golf because I was walking and carrying my bag. And then kind of realizing that golf, I wasn't going to be as successful as I wanted to be. I just started running half marathons. Well, I started with 5Ks, then 10Ks, and I hated those because you had to run way too hard to make any medal. So I said, oh, I'll just run a half marathon and you get a medal. You get at the end because you participate. Well, yes. So that was fun. And then
child at heart. That's all my kids care about too. They just want to bring some medal.
How'd they do?
They did great. They kicked ass. So 3 silvers and a gold. Big, huge brackets. Yeah, my boys did great. Yeah, only one of the boys. They all the 2 matches that they lost were very close. So I mean, they should hold their head up. Yeah, they work hard. It was cool. It was cool.
Excellent. Congratulations. So I thought, well, my shoulder started hurting, and I was like, how do I hurt my shoulder just running? Because all you're doing is this. I couldn't figure it out. Went to the doctor. They took an x-ray. And the doctor's like, there's nothing anatomically wrong with your shoulder. I'm like, okay, well, what's wrong with it? What? And they didn't know. They weren't really going to do anything with me because I was like 50. I was like, all right, this is great. And I had, at the time, I was like more concerned about my gallbladder. My gallbladder had to come out. And I suffered with gallbladder issues for like a year.
Was it inflamed? Your gallbladder was expanding? What was
it
wrong
just
with your
stopped
gallbladder?
working. It stopped working. It's unusual. No stones or anything like that. But they did this, what they call a gallbladder empty test, which is you lay there, you get a scan, they give you morphine. For some reason, morphine like triggers your gallbladder to empty. Because, all right, what your gallbladder does is it holds all the bile that comes from your liver, holds it until you eat something fatty. When you eat something fatty, it spits out bile that helps break down the fat.
Oh, okay. Hey, the gallbladder isn't like, what's that called? What's that called when you don't need something, Caleb? Fastidious? What's that word? Like they claim the gallbladder is not one of those things.
Oh, like the appendix?
Is the appendix fastidious? Like it's supposed, I mean, I don't believe this, but like supposedly there's parts of our body that we don't need that are just hanging around that we haven't evolved out of yet. Science refers to vestigial organs, meaning that while they were once useful, they serve no purpose to humans today. The gallbladder is not vestigial? No, you're saying you need it. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Then there are organs such as the gallbladder that are a step above vestigial organs and their function, which the body can still function. Okay. All right. Okay. So
basically you don't have a place where your bile is going to be stored. It's constantly being dumped out of your liver. So
into your stomach.
Yes.
Okay.
Into your tract.
Okay.
It goes down the bile duct. And honestly, as long as I don't eat anything too fatty, I'm golden.
I would think you need to eat tons of fat shit because you always have bile ready to help process it. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay.
I'd be about that big.
Okay.
And it's you have to be careful because sometimes if you eat something that triggers your liver to dump too at the same time, you end up going to the bathroom really quickly.
Oh,
so, yeah.
I might have that. I feel like that happens to me once in a while. I might have that.
Yeah. And my brother's gallbladder actually had stones and he had to have his taken out.
Oh, damn.
So I'm like, I don't know if it's hereditary or not.
So wait a second. So how do we get your gallbladder from your shoulder?
Because when I had pain in my shoulder, I
Yeah.
was also dealing with the gallbladder.
Yeah.
And it was more important for me to get the gallbladder taken care of.
Okay.
Okay. So then I left the shoulder, and that's when I joined CrossFit, because I thought, well, maybe CrossFit will help me with my running. And so I started there, and I went like twice a week. Started there in 2010. They had affiliated in Resolution CrossFit, affiliated in 2009, and they opened the doors in early 2010. And I started like March of that year, and I went like twice a week. And I realized going twice a week was not the thing to do, because you were constantly just sore. It's better to go more than less. And so I started going
That's
more
14 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah. This is my 13th open.
Wow, congrats. Okay, so you were my age when you started. See how I slipped that in there?
Yep.
All right.
And I couldn't take the pipe because of my shoulder. I couldn't even put a PVC pipe over my head. So they were kind of.
I can't imagine my shoulder being that jacked up.
Yeah. If you don't do it,
you couldn't go like that.
No, I couldn't.
Crazy.
I couldn't even hang from the bar.
Oh, crazy. You weren't strong enough to hang from the bar, or the pain was too excruciating, the frozen shoulder?
I would walk through a doorway, and if I just tap my wrist like that, it was like someone took an ice pick and just jabbed me in the shoulder.
Damn. And then so you were running more to maybe make the pain go away, and it was just making it worse. Do you think it was this? Was it this that froze your shoulder?
No.
Okay.
It's something that happens.
Okay.
Especially with women that are over 40.
Okay.
And I can't tell you why. The doctors don't seem to know why, from my perspective. So you can either go in and have this thing, because what frozen shoulder is basically adhesions all through your develop through your shoulder. And so you can go in and have this like sedated manipulation of your shoulder to break up all that scar tissue, or you can just have it naturally. It'll take you 2 years to release. And that's what I did. But I used CrossFit to help me with that. And then eventually was able to hang from the bar, do all sorts of stuff. And now I can lift weight over my head.
So demanding full range of motion of the arm, even though it had frozen, slowly unfucked it. But you had to push through some pain and discomfort.
Yes.
All right. I'll buy it. I'm buying it.
I ended up having surgery on this years later because arthritis developed up under the shoulder blade, or the.
You've had 12 surgeries.
Yes.
We've talked about 2: gallbladder, now shoulder.
Well, mastectomy.
Oh yeah, but let's pretend like we didn't hear that yet. That's going to be a good surprise.
I had 3 laparoscopies because I also did infertility treatment.
What's a laparoscopy?
Laparoscopy is when they go into through your belly button and clean out around your reproductive system. Because I have endometriosis, I sound like a wreck. You
look great. You show good. You're like a really nice car, but the engine's got a little pang in it.
Yeah. But I had endometriosis when I was younger, and so they did 3 laparoscopies to try to clean that.
Did that work? Did you end up having kids?
No, we did. I did get pregnant once and lost it at 10 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we did infertility treatment because I met my husband later in life when I was 39. And so I didn't try to get pregnant when I was younger, obviously. So as I got older, your eggs get older, and just life passes you by.
Yeah. My wife had her first kid at miscarriage, kid at 39, miscarriage, told me absolutely not. And then we had twins after that, after she told me not to, but I still did. But But yeah, and they said the reason why the body was dropping multiple eggs was also because that's a sign of getting older. It's kind of like the body being like, hey, you better hurry up. You've been fucking around. Now we're going to give you 2.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. That sounds gnarly, by the way, that laparoscopy thing. That sounds gnarly. That sounds wild. Cleaning up around the organs. Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't like that.
Well, I felt better afterwards.
Oh, you
but
did?
They blow you full of air and then, cut out all the scar tissue, because that's what endometriosis was. Like, my left ovary was stuck to the wall of my intestines, and yeah.
Oh, so it's like a high pressure wash. Hey, in all seriousness, do you think I think probably going there's arguments that going upside down that's one of the benefits of going upside down. Did you know that?
Really?
That it gives the organs like a break. Like they put, like when you go upside down, like how you said they stick to each other. So like being upside down shifts them and they get a little reprieve. Oh, that's a sign. Do you go upside down?
Yeah.
Dang, look at you. 65, you go upside down. Shit.
Well, I try to.
I don't even like to do somersaults anymore. I go upside down. I still do handstand walking with my kids, but I don't like to do somersaults.
Well, I have one more disease, okay. And it's called Meniere's disease, which I was diagnosed when I was 40. And that's Meniere's it's kind of the weird, you have a hearing loss, you have tinnitus, and it's almost like you have vertigo all the time.
Oh yeah. I feel like I got a little bit of I must have Meniere's too.
Yeah, this was huge because I would sit in my office and I would just hear this whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, that's scary. That's not fun.
Yeah, and they basically said there's nothing they can do. Majority of the time is when they do autopsies on people with Meniere's disease, they have extra salt in their ear. I'm like, great.
Did you do a lot of drugs as a kid?
Zero.
Damn. Too bad you didn't do cocaine for 10 years and you can blame it all on that. Damn.
I wish. No, just bad genetics.
Did everyone in your family got this stuff? Everyone got no.
Oh, yeah, my sister has lost some of her hearing. My brother had his gallbladder out. Everyone has arthritis.
Do you use hearing aids?
No, my husband wants me to, but no. This ear is good. It's just this ear that's bad.
When my dad started losing his hearing, for years he would accuse everyone of mumbling. That shit.
I do that, yeah.
That shit would piss me off. I'd be like, dude, we can't all have just turned into mumblers. But he insisted that we did. It was crazy.
Well, so you were talking about going upside down. I would try to do a GHD because I had that very strong. I would get just so dizzy. And the more I did GHDs, the better it got.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So the more I went upside down, the better my Meniere's disease got.
I told Greg recently, I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't want to do somersaults, or I don't like doing skin the cats or any of that anymore. And his response was, hey, dude, do more. And I go, really? He goes, yeah, you don't want to lose that. He's like, face that head on right now.
I don't know if they have something to say all those little particles inside your ear.
Yeah.
And they kind of break loose. And then if you go upside down, they get stuck again or something. I don't know what it is, but I would say
my mom had that happen to her, and she went to the doctor. My mom was basically called me one day. She's like, hey, I'm stuck in bed. And I went over there. I'm like, what's up? And her eyes are closed and she's like, I can't move. So I basically had to take care of her for fucking a week. My mom's totally capable, but she became completely incapacitated. And then she found no doctor, no ambulance, none of the people could tell her what it was. Then she found on YouTube that there's this thing you could do with your head, and then this little crystal went back in the right spot in her ear, and she was at the 80. She was 80% better, like that. And I was like, what? But I will say this: ever since then, my mom is not as stable as she used to be. I mean, I shouldn't say that because I don't know if she knows that, but I see it, or maybe she has some fear now. I mean, she's still great CrossFitter. My mom 80. I don't know how old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, still great CrossFitter. You know what I mean? But she just sent me a PR she did. I want to say she back squatted 70 pounds for a couple reps or something.
Nice.
Cool, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you go to CrossFit, you get frozen shoulder. That thing gets unfrozen, and you're like, dude, this is the shit. I love this. I'm gonna do more of this. And so you
Yeah.
so you get totally, you're into it.
I gave up golf. I gave up running. I was told as soon as I could figure out that I could lift heavy stuff.
Yeah.
I almost said a bad word.
Yeah.
I was like, this was my sport.
What lift specifically? Was it the deadlift when you started deadlifting?
Yeah,
me
deadlift.
too. I'd never deadlifted before CrossFit.
I was like, I wanted to be the 200 club for the
Yeah.
longest time. And the coaches would not allow me to. They kept on saying, no, you're not allowed to lift that much until you lift a long time. And so I finally got there. It took me a few years, but
You have some crazy lifts. You have a 110-pound snatch, 161-pound clean, and a 137-pound jerk. That's wild.
The jerk is the hardest
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think it's maybe because my legs are so long. It's really hard for me to get under the bar. And my arms are so long. I have really long arms and legs.
What's your deadlift?
293.
Wow. God, I wonder if I could. I don't even know if I can deadlift 293 right now. I've started deadlifting again a little bit to get ready for the open. Look at you. Oh, in a comp you did 135? That's you?
Yeah. That was this is my favorite thing was the lift. The lift, I won that event with 245 total because I did 110 and 135.
Look how easy you clean 135 too. That was crazy.
Oh, 135 it's pretty easy. Yeah.
Look at you. You get your elbows up high. Look at you. Damn. Holy shit. You always is that how you wear your hair when you compete? You pull it back like that?
Yeah.
Always, yeah.
I have to. My hair's too curly to keep. So, this is my new love now, weightlifting.
Look at even your foot position is beautiful. Look how limber you are. Jesus criminy. That's a beautiful photo. Look at that. You like that, Caleb? That's sick, right? Look at you. You even got your toe turned in like you've been to some Bergner camp.
I met him.
Mike.
Uh-huh. I met him at the CrossFit Games this last year because I went as a coach for Cindy Hinkle. She was in the 50 to 54. And I said, I want to go see their the Bergner because I've been doing a couple of weightlifting meets last year. And so he was really fun. He was fun.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's great. Yeah, he's a good dude. So you're cruising along, shoulders unfixed, deadlifting 200 pounds, and then what happens? And then you get sick.
So then, yeah. So the year I turned 55 is the year that you basically turn the weights go down for CrossFit Open and all that stuff. And so I said, all right, this is going to be my year because I get to, it'll be easier to lift. And I was diagnosed with breast cancer right after my 55th birthday, November 1st. And
how did they find it? Would you just went in for a regular checkup, or you felt something?
No, I didn't feel anything. I have had lumps removed from the other breast, fibroid adenomas, because those came after the infertility treatments because they pump you full of hormones, and it kind of accentuated the fibroid adenoma. So I had those taken out. They were not cancerous. They were just benign tumors. But they said, with my family history, because my mom died from breast cancer when she was 58 years old. And then I had some other.
What year was that? What year was that?
My mom dying?
Yeah.
It was 83.
Dude, so does that haunt you? Like someone in your family dies from breast cancer, and then the whole time, like every once a week, it pops in your head. Do I have breast cancer?
I felt I had ticking time bombs on my chest.
Yeah, that's what if someone in my family died from that, I would that would be a constant reoccurring thought, right, in my head. It'd be like also like if someone committed suicide in my family. I've heard that also. If someone commits suicide in your family, like one of your parents, that you'll be like, oh shit, like you become almost mentally ill about being mentally ill. Okay, so
Yeah.
it was like that. So when your mom died, you're like, oh shit, you feel like it's only a matter of time for you.
Yeah, I was like, all right, well, and I was with her when she went through all her chemo and her radiation, and it was hell. And I said to myself, I said, I never want to have that happen to me. So I'm not gonna smoke, because my mom was a smoker, she was a drinker. I thought all these bad habits that she had kind of led to it. Plus, taking HRT, she had a full hysterectomy, so I'm not quite sure why, because I was a lot younger. She died when I was 24. So a lot of this happened like kind of when I was young. I was the youngest of 4. So I kept on thinking to myself, I'll just keep myself healthy. I'll do everything I can to keep myself healthy. I won't do drugs. I won't do anything. And then I was diagnosed. But before that, they said, you need to continue to do scans. And so there was a doctor that sent me, my regular doctor. He said, you need to go and have this done every year. And so I said, all right, fine, I'll do it. And then the radiologist saw that there were some changes in some little specks on the scan. And he said, we see some changes in this area. You need to get an excisional biopsy. I'm like, okay, another surgery.
What does that mean? They cut into your boob and get something in there?
Yeah, they basically take out a biopsy.
Do they do it? They don't just put a needle in there and yank something out. You actually have to put you under and.
They did. They tried to, and they couldn't because it was so close to the chest wall. So they tried to get a needle with a mammogram guided needle, and it I just bled all over the place. So,
wow. And you were awake for that? You were awake for that?
Yeah, I was awake for that. That was not the I was like, never mind on that. So then I went under, and they said, we'll do a bigger section. And they found that was cancerous. And they did a test on it. The labs came back saying that it was a very aggressive cancer. But it's called DCIS, which is ductal carcinoma in situ, which is it hadn't broken it. It's like
good. Sorry.
Stage 0, but it was fast growing, and it was only in one side. So now I'm faced with the fact within.
Sounds African. Situ means the cells that line the milk ducts of the breast have become cancer, but they have not spread into surrounding breast tissue. Damn.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So they caught it at that level, which is like level 0. So now I got one side that had those fibroid adenomas, and now cancer on the other side. I said, you know what, we're just gonna take both of them. But
you did that within a month.
Yes.
Did your whole? Are you just completely freaking out at this point?
Well, remember I said, I was going to have these ticking time bombs on my chest. I was like expecting it. I'm like, all right, here we are. I don't know that I ever cried because I just knew it was going to happen.
It's kind of crazy. The brain's crazy. What I'm tripping on is the only thing I can reference it to is like just being addicted to nicotine. But like every day I think about wanting nicotine. Like anytime I go to a gas station, I see the nicotine. I just see it and I'm like, oh, hi. And they're like, it's like, hi, how are you? But for you, I'm guessing that since you were 24, every day, like you just be out there doing a golf swing and the voice goes, you might have breast cancer. And you're like, fuck. It's like that, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah,
that's nuts. It's too bad you can't get rid. I wonder how you get rid of that. I wonder if you can get rid of that.
Well, my sister was diagnosed 6 months before I was.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
No, I was like,
that doesn't ease the brain.
well, and so here my mom died. My sister's diagnosed 6 months before, and there I am diagnosed. I'm like, all right, there I go.
Is your sister alive still?
No, yeah.
Oh, good. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
good.
but her cancer was different from my cancer.
Okay.
She had to go on tamoxifen. Hers was ERPR positive. Mine was ERPR negative. HER2 positive. It's all these weird things. It tells you how you can treat the cancer. So our cancers were different. Our breast cancers were different.
When you have the what'd you call it? Mastectomy?
Mastectomy, yeah.
Mastectomy.
Mm-hmm.
When you have this mastectomy, do you get reprieve? Are you like, oh, good, don't have to think about cancer anymore?
I do now. Yeah.
You felt reprieve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good. That's awesome. All right, cool. Hey, that's worth it in itself. I'm not for chopping off boobs, but fuck, like if you can get freedom from the brain, good job.
Oh, and that's why I chose to take the one that didn't have cancer. Where my sister took the one that had cancer, and I chose to take both.
Oh, so she kept one of her boobs.
Yeah.
So she probably still thinks about it.
I should ask her.
Hey, so in 1 month you made that decision. I think I remember you saying that to Scott Schweitzer. In November you were diagnosed. In December you had the surgery.
December 10th.
Okay.
And then that December 10th, and then we also decided to go ahead and do reconstruction, which what they do is they put these little flat expanders underneath your pecs. And then every 2 weeks, they put a needle in and expand it with saline.
Oh,
and
okay.
so they just
trying to stretch your skin and just make,
right.
Okay.
Right. And so you go through that. And I think it was April, I had the real ones put in. So it took that long.
Oh, that still seems pretty fast. And why did you do that? Just because you just still wanted to just have boobs?
Was it April? Maybe it was July. I have to remember that. It was July.
Like if I had my testicles removed, I wouldn't put fake ones in, but no one sees them. But you're just saying like, hey, you're used to just having boobs. That's the shape of your body. You want to still present like that.
When my mother maybe messed us up a little bit because
that's what parents do.
It was all about what a female looks like. What does a female look like? Females have boobs. And she got rocked big time because she didn't have the opportunity to have reconstruction. She had to have prosthesis, which are those little fake things. And she put those in her
clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it was always, what's a woman? What's a woman? Well, a woman has breasts. And so that was going through my head. And they said, this is the only opportunity that you'll be able to make that choice is now. And short time, I was like, all right, well, what if I make the wrong choice? I can always have them taken out, but I could never have them put in because of how the body is. Ask your question.
I'm trying to understand this correctly. So you're saying that they told you that, hey, we can give you fake boobs now or forever hold your peace.
Yes.
Okay. I don't understand that, but it's not my battle. Okay. Go. So you decide to do it because you want to look like a woman. That makes perfect sense to me.
But then 2 years after that,
yeah,
my kidney numbers started, the bun numbers, like the protein in my blood, started to raise.
Were fake boobs annoying? Were they in the
Yes.
way? Did they feel like that they did? Did you ever feel like in 2 years, did you ever feel like they were actually yours?
No, never.
Does anyone ever feel like they're theirs?
Yeah, some people do. I've talked to other women.
And they're like, yeah, they feel like they're mine.
Yeah. But they have breast tissue on top.
Like if I got like a tongue piercing, I can't ever imagine like settling into it. You've seen tongue piercings before? And I just can't imagine ever settling in and getting used to the fact that you had. Are they heavy?
Yes.
They're heavy.
I
You know how much
actually,
they weighed?
yes, I weighed myself before and after.
And
Oh
how much-
no, I actually looked it up. It was 1.8 pounds total.
Yeah,
for
so
both of
I
them.
put 1 pound wrist weights on my kids and I play catch with them for 20 minutes. And I always ask them, how do you feel? They're like, man, my shoulders and my back and my arms are all blown up. And they're like 7 and 9. Like 1 pound, 2 pounds is legit when it's just like on you. I'll hold a 7-pound camera for fucking 13 hours at the games. I feel like I'm going to die when I get home. Yeah,
Well,
crazy.
anytime I would run, because they put them underneath your pecs,
Yeah.
and as you run, your pecs kind of like bulk up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I would have an asthma attack. I would feel like I'm drowning. I can't breathe because everything's just closing down because they're being pushed into my rib cage.
There's this famous bodybuilder who had her breast removed, her implants, and that was the first thing she said. Holy shit, I can breathe. Okay, so there is, even though you're standing, there's this compression.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All the time.
Wow, crazy. Did you enjoy them at all? No, not
never, ever.
no.
Because, and my plastic surgeon said, well, we'll put these in. And I'm like, these were way bigger than I was ever. Did you ever see me beforehand? I'm like, I'm not even a B. And he made me like a B+ or something like that. And I was like, all right, these are just hitting me in the face too much.
Did you try, did you try to hide them?
That's the part of this story where you start
Yeah.
bending over like that, you hide them.
There's this girl I know who I'm very good friends with. I'm so glad she doesn't do it anymore, but I've been friends with her forever. And she had big boobs, incredible boobs, real boobs. They're still incredible boobs. She's like old now, like me. But when I knew her, she walked like this. And I talked to her one time and she said she was hiding them from when she was a little kid. But now she walks like this. I'm like, thank God. Yeah, that's pretty common. I wonder how many, do you think, yeah. I mean, fuck, you turn 14 years old and every single fucking guy in the world all of a sudden is looking at you.
Well, I didn't have that problem. Mine was,
I bet you probably, all women have that problem. That's the nature of being around men.
But as soon as I had them out, it was heaven. So last year,
Your husband's cool with all this too? He's like crazy supportive?
He's very supportive.
Yeah, that's awesome. You got a good job.
He is he's always said whatever makes you happy. So and he doesn't he sees me as me, not as my boobs. So
no human being wants to be around someone who's not happy. So at the end of the day, if you have a girl who has the greatest boobs ever, but she's not happy, your life sucks. Or if you're with a woman who's with a man who's not happy, your life sucks. Like at that point, you realize, I mean, it's ruined. There's no one has a body that's so nice that if they're not a happy person, are they tolerable? So, I mean,
I find that when I'm happy, he's happier.
Yeah, my wife's. I'm a mess if my wife's not happy. I'm a mess, and I don't let anyone else usually control my moods. But my wife's I'm just like all twisted up with, right? Yeah, if she's stressed out, I'm stressed out. I can't. I mean, I try not to be, but yeah, totally. That's awesome. Good job. Good pick. Did you know you picked the right guy?
I had no choice. I fell in love with him.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say it was arranged.
It was certainly not arranged.
So the decision to get the breast removed was instantaneous. Tell me, how long before you got them did you start thinking about taking them out? Because you said you had them for 2 years.
No, I had them at 2 years is when my kidneys started going bad.
Okay.
I had them out the end of 2022.
Oh, so you had them for 9 years.
Yeah.
And
one of them exploded.
What?
And so I had to have, well, it leaked. I shouldn't say exploded, but it leaked silicone in my body.
Is that bad? That sounds bad. Like is that toxic?
Yeah. I think it is.
How did it leak? Just you got a shitty bag?
No, I had a car accident, and that was my fault. No, it wasn't my fault. I was driving, I should say, and the seatbelt like pulled. I T-boned a guy that came out of the side street. It was his fault, but I was driving. And so I think it started then, and then it leaked for probably a few months before we figured out that it was going to be that it was leaking, because I went in to have the nipples created, because you have that option too. The nipple. Sorry. And the doctor looked at me, he goes, "This isn't right." And so I was all prepped for surgery, and he said, "No, this one's leaking." And so I had to leave that day and then have it replaced. And they go in, and when they create the pocket, it's supposed to be all contained. So the silicone should have all been in that pocket of tissue that's created when you create this expanders, and then you go back in and you put the regular ones in. But it was leaking for months. So that was in October. I had the car accident, and it was March timeframe. So it was leaking for months before it was replaced.
Did he say it was contained?
Yeah.
But you don't believe him. I don't believe him.
I don't believe.
How could it be contained?
Because your skin's right there.
I know it's got, and your skin's porous. It's not like we're made of like glass. Okay. So, is Caleb's skin porous? Thank you. He nodded. Thank you. Medical professional. Okay. But you just, at that point, what year was that? Did you consider at that point having them both just taken out?
No,
No.
I was still wrapped up in what is a woman.
Yeah. Okay.
And I went this far.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll get better. And it never got better. And it just got worse. And I felt like crap all the time. And so when Legends went to Mayhem in 2022, I competed there, and I was just a wreck. I couldn't do anything right. I was like last place. It was terrible. And so at that point, I had already talked to my plastic surgeon and said, I need to have these out. I feel depressed. I feel sick. I feel like my kidneys are failing because of them. And so right after Legends, I had them taken out.
Did he say you're batshit crazy, Denise? Or was he like, there might be some validity to this?
No, they would never address my feelings about my kidneys. But he did say to me, he goes, "Why didn't you come to me sooner? You didn't tell me you were unhappy." This is the original guy who did them. He goes, "You should have come to me sooner. I would have taken him out sooner." I'm like, I don't know these things. I don't know. And I didn't, because I was still wrapped up in what is a woman.
Right. And yeah, and it's not like you're not in, I don't want surgery. I don't want to lose my boobs. I got a life I'm living. Like, what do you mean? Why didn't you come to me sooner? Okay. Anyway.
But I have to tell you,
yeah,
I did every open after all these surgeries.
You still did the opens?
Every open.
Okay. So what does it mean your kidneys are jacked up? What do the kidneys do? Are those important? You need those?
Caleb?
Yeah, he's nodding. Yes, you need them. You got 2 of those?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And ever since 2 years after I had the implants put in, my bun numbers went up, which basically it tells you how much protein is in your body, and that your kidneys aren't taking the protein out of your body.
Okay.
And I find myself, I just recently tried to do creatine again, and creatine, like my back hurt, like back here. So I can't do creatine now. I'm gonna have my after I had my implants taken out, I tried to get my numbers of my kidneys, to come down. They're not coming down, so I have another doctor's appointment.
What are the implications of your bun number being high? That means you have too much protein in your bloodstream. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
What are the implications of that?
They're not working well.
Oh, okay. And are there any side effects from that? Like that you feel?
Well, back pain. But I haven't had a lot of back pain since I've had my implants taken out.
You had 2 pounds taken off too, also, which is nice. Yeah.
Tired, dizzy. I would stand up and I would feel so dizzy all the time.
Oh, interesting. Okay. You need to urinate more or less often. Okay, I got that. Joint or bone pain? Nope, I don't have that. Muscle cramps? Nope. Restless leg? Nope. Fatigue? Nope. Itchiness? Nope. Swelling in the arms or legs? Do you have any of those?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well,
Not
that's
anymore.
good. Shit. Okay, well, that's good.
I used to have swelling, a lot more swelling in my left ankle, and I don't have that anymore.
Interesting.
The other option they said that could make my kidneys not work as well is blood flow to the kidneys.
The more time on the assault bike.
But I feel a lot better without them. I can move, I can breathe, I can swim. I was trying to swim with those on, and I felt like I was drowning. They were pulling me under.
Oh, those boobs don't float? Fake boobs don't float? Oh, interesting. So. Hey, those silicone bags just go to the bottom, Caleb? Oh, says maybe so. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Do they tell you any of that stuff when you get them? Hey, by the way, be careful when you go swimming.
No,
it tells you
because they're not looking at that. When women get boobs, fake boobs.
Yeah.
From my perspective, I'm sure I'm not talking for all women. They're doing it for aesthetics.
Right.
And so women that are more into aesthetics aren't going to be into sports.
Oh, right. I always trip. Yeah, I was tripping on the fact of I think, I mean, I never asked her, but I thought Talena Fortunato had implants. And besides that, I couldn't ever think of any professional games athlete who's ever had implants. There's at least one UFC fighter that recently got implants, but she hasn't won since she got her implants, which is crazy. And she was one of the best in the world. But it seems like a really weird thing to mix together is implants and professional athlete. Very bizarre to me. It's like when I go to jiu-jitsu tournaments and I see women with their earrings still in their ears and they put tape over them. It's like, yo, like if I want to be a professional athlete, you better not, like if you want your daughter to be a professional athlete, you shouldn't get her ears pierced. You don't want the earrings getting caught on anything. You don't want that thing being torn open, especially like a combat sport. You know what I mean? There's things that just don't go with being a professional athlete. I don't think fake boobs are one of them. I don't think you should cut someone open and stick anything plastic in their body anyway. This doesn't sound right.
Especially something silicone, which is totally foreign to your body.
Yeah. I guess maybe if you needed a heart valve or something.
So my hairdresser, her mother-in-law had a fake boob because she had breast cancer, and it worked its way out of her body. She's like looking at her mother-in-law, and it's like there's this thing sticking out the side of her body. Her body was rejecting it.
Rejecting what?
The fake boob.
Wow. And so it had moved.
It had moved, and it was leaking out or pushing its way outside her skin.
Holy shit.
And she had breast cancer, so she probably didn't have any breast tissue to keep it.
I've twice in my life I've stepped on something. The first time was I stepped on a puffer fish and the needle went off into my heel and it broke off, and it was fucking crazy. And it pushed in really deep. I had been barefoot for over a year, and my foot closed up and I couldn't get it out. And my leg went numb for a day, and then that hole that it went into closed. So it was just in there. And a year later, one day, my foot opened up, like it made a hole and it pushed it out. It was, but it took a year, but it was crazy. I wouldn't
Isn't that
even believed it if I didn't see it happen to myself.
I had
Yeah.
that with when I had teeth taken out to
Uh-huh.
get the braces.
Yeah.
They take a whole section of teeth out because I had really big teeth. Well, one of the cavity, the fillings fell
Yeah.
into the hole,
Yeah.
and at one point, and they closed it up. And so at one point, I found this filling out in my mouth, and it had pushed its way back out and came out in my mouth.
Wow. God.
It's the same thing. Your body
Yeah.
pushed it out.
Yeah. 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 You ever lost a toenail?
No, thank God, no.
Oh, I had the same thing happen with my toe. There was something, I don't, on one of my big toes, there was something growing. My wife said it was fungus. I don't know what it was, but it was just on one toe, and another toenail just pushed up behind it and fucking pushed the top one off. Just like, hey, beat it. And then I got a brand new toe.
Surprise.
Yeah.
It's like
There you go.
birthday gift.
So you have the breast taken out, and are you relieved right away?
Mentally, I'm relieved right away.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Physically, I have to go through, you have a surgery. You have to go through all that crap. You've got to get the anesthesia out of your body and all that stuff. And then within a couple of weeks, you feel much better. The other thing is, I was a little concerned because from taking the implants out, having the implants in, I was always concerned about hitting them and having them break again. So like any kind of chest to bar, I would always end up hitting myself way up here for a chest to bar. I would never go down here because I was afraid if I hit too hard, I'm going to bust one again.
Right.
And so then when they are taken out, now you have nothing there to protect you. You only have skin and your chest wall, your rib cage.
Right.
And so it's taken me a good 6 months I feel like now I have enough muscle covering my ribs to be able to hit the bar with my chest.
How are your push-ups?
They'll never be like what they were before.
Can you do 10 strict good push-ups?
Yes.
Yeah,
I can do push-ups.
Yeah.
But it's a strain on more of my shoulders because I can't really use my chest as much. So I try to keep my elbows in.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So you probably get a really narrow. You're using a lot and trying to get to the tricep too. Interesting. God, wow. And how about dips? Same thing.
Well, dips are a shoulder issue.
Oh, okay.
More
right,
than
right.
I can do dips, but
because when I do dips, I try. I mean, as you get tired, you're trying to like get all the muscles. But for guys, a lot of us will just like lean forward and just turn them into push-ups. Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Wow. Crazy. What year was that you had him taken out? 2014?
No, 2020.
Oh,
2022.
Okay, so they were in for 9 years, and then so how are you doing? Two years now, and now 2023, you won the Masters Legends competition, the biggest event to find the fittest people over
Outside the
35.
I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? After all you've been through, yeah, crazy.
But I aged up too, so. I mean, I'm the
but
youngest.
everyone, yeah, you're the youngest. You were at 65. Yeah, crazy. How close was it? How close was the comp?
It was close. The person in second place gave me and the third place, they gave me a run for my money, man.
You like those other ladies?
I love them. I love every person that I've ever competed with or against.
Yeah.
I love them. We all share our own stories, meaning that we've all been through a lot of stuff.
That's what I was going to ask you. The other girls got crazy stories?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think the commonality is between you guys? You think that those crazy stories and those hardships are what push you guys?
Yes. I think that's it. And we all support each other. We actually have a Facebook group, a messenger group that we share.
There's no. Are there any normal chicks in there? It's like, no, everything's fine. I'm just at home here baking cookies and working out in the morning. Or is it all?
You can't reach 60 without having some kind of story.
Crazy shit. Okay. All right. Yeah, nuts. You at 60 in something else you were telling Scott Schweitzer on the Clydesdale podcast is that you're getting at 65, you're still getting stronger. You're still setting PRs.
I set a PR. The 110 snatch is a PR. I don't think I would have been able to do that with the implants in.
And Scott said something that was so last night I did a podcast late at night, and then after that podcast I went in and put that on, and I went in the garage, and my garage was freezing, so I was just like trying to stay warm, and I was doing like just really like 50 RPM assault bike, and I was doing snatches. And Scott said something really cool to you. He said we take for granted these numbers and of just like being able to do that. And I'm a 51-year-old man, and in as much as I make fun of myself for not being fit, I'm fucking fit. I can go in the garage, and if someone's like, "I'll give you $1 million for doing 20 strict pull-ups," I'll fucking do it. And I can run down the street and grab someone and throw them on the ground. I'm a little guy, but like I'm a CrossFitter. So I'm in there, and I'm just fooling around on the assault bike, staying warm, watching my Denise Moore, Scott Schweitzer podcast, and I start doing dumbbell snatches, and I get to the 60-pound dumbbell. And I'm like, oh, that's heavy. And I get to the 70-pound dumbbell. I'm like, I'm done. Like, I'm going to fucking hurt myself. And then Scott's like, you did 110 pounds? He's like, people don't realize, because we're around all these crazy strong people. He was so right. It was the perfect time for me to hear that. 110 pound snatch for anybody is nuts. And then for you to do it at 65 is crazy. Yeah. Congratulations. I mean, and obviously the most important part, I mean, is that you're being a role model and sharing your story with the world, as opposed to, no one knowing. I think because it lets other people know what's possible. Because you look normal. You're just a normal person.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I try to be normal. Honestly,
you look like just some chick who's in line next to me at the Whole Foods. You know what I mean? You just look normal.
But I have to say that CrossFit in general, it saved my life. Because
what do you mean?
When my mother had breast cancer and it came back, she tried to commit suicide.
Oh.
And that stuck with me a lot, thinking that someone gave up that much. And I was like, you know what? I want to be able to show that there's a future after things happen. I mean, things happen to you. And it's how, and I think I told Scott, it's how you get through things is what is it's like the journey. And every day you wake up and you're like, how can we improve ourselves today? How can we get through today and enjoy and be better? And that's what I try to do when I go in the gym. What can I do to be better? And there were a couple of days recently I was like, walked in the gym and I'm like, I don't know if I want to be here. But once you get going, once you get moving, and you walk away from your CrossFit workout, it's like, I did that today and I feel better. And when I was going through the surgeries for the mastectomy, I would come in and sit in the gym and just watch people work out, and I would feel the energy, and it helped me. It helped me survive, and it helped me get better, and it helped me be better.
That phenomenon you said about once you do the workout, outside of maybe getting hurt, I've never done a workout and been like, I shouldn't have done that. It's always, wow, like you said, it's like, oh, I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad I walked in the door. I'm glad I just kind of faked it until it that first bead of sweat came down, and then I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yesterday was like that for me. I was like, it was thrusters, and I was like, no one wants to do thrusters. And the RX weight was 65 pounds. I'm like, fine, I'll do it. It was a partner workout, but I had to do it by myself because my partner was coaching.
You thruster 65 pounds in a workout.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's wild.
I didn't do well. It was supposed to be 15 reps, but I did like broke it up 5, 5, 5 or 8, 7. One I did 10, 5, and then there were box jump overs and sumo deadlift high pulls and GHDs.
Is Saturday always a partner workout at your gym?
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
And
cool.
I always work out with Cindy. Cindy Hinkle. She's a games athlete from our gym too. We kind of
would she be let down if you didn't show up on a Saturday?
Yeah, I guess. I think she would.
And would
I'm let down when she's not there. So yeah, I think it goes.
Does she call you if she's not going to go?
Like we text each other all the time.
Oh, that's so cool. God, I love hearing that.
There she is.
I think, did I meet her at maybe
yeah, she was at Legends too.
Okay, yeah, she looks familiar. Oh, and look at her. She won't even give you any space. She's looking over at your shoulder, judging your numbers. I love it. She's staring at you when you're on the look at her. What are friends for?
She's always got a smile on her face. She's an excellent athlete. She turns 55 in August.
Did you say she went to the games?
She went to the games last year.
And she took you as her coach?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. Wow, you guys really are close.
That's us.
And that's a nice gym. What gym is that?
Resolution CrossFit.
Okay, you said that in the beginning. So you've been there your whole time.
The whole time. They are they have 2 locations, but in Yorba Linda is the gym that I go to. And the Matt Alebrege and his wife Vanessa started this gym before they even got married back in 2009. 2009. It was a crazy dream of theirs, and they've gotten married, they've had kids, and opened up a second location. They've got really great coaches. We'll be doing Friday night lights for the open. We've been doing that for years. I always
will they do it on Friday or on Thursday?
Friday.
Okay, good.
They always do Friday.
Good. If they have a TV there, have them turn on the Sevan Podcast. We're going to do Taylor Self versus the world.
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
Taylor's no joke.
Yeah, and he's feisty. I love how feisty he is. Yeah. Did you ever see the podcast I did with his story?
No.
Man, what? It's like, what a fighter. I mean, by the time he's 20, the kid had been through so much. And
I have to go back and look at that.
Oh my God, it's so good, and he's so great, and he so articulates it. Yeah, I mean, he had a harder life by the time he's 20 than I've had my entire life. It was great. Oh yeah, I was in Lake. I remember my family was asleep, and I was in Lake Tahoe. Look at him, Pudgy Taylor. Look at him all pudgy and shit right there. Yeah, what a savage, right? Look at this guy thinks Taylor's going to go 3-0. He's going to beat Dallin, Colton, and Jason.
I watched his. Which one? The rope climb?
Oh, when we did the Wadapalooza workout?
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool, right?
Oh my God. He kicked ass.
You climb a rope?
Oh yeah.
How is that? You get scared?
Well, I've only fallen down once.
From how high?
From 18 feet.
Oh, you fell from the top.
Yeah, I did. I lost my feet and then slid down halfway, burned my hands, and then fell the rest of the way.
Oh, good on you. So you held on and took the burn
until halfway, and then I said I couldn't hold on anymore. My coach was standing there going, "Oh my God, she's dead," because I'm laying there on the ground with my hands up like this, going, "My hands hurt. My hands hurt."
Oh yeah.
So,
but you didn't break anything.
Oh no. Well, I play volleyball. I know how to fall. So you just kind of like hit your feet and kind of crumple.
What shoes are you wearing there?
So those are, I hate them. My Noble canvas mid tops.
Why do you
If
hate
I-
them? They look kind of cool.
No, I thought you were gonna say you hated them.
Oh, I don't like the company, but I don't care what people
There's
wear.
something.
They can wear whatever they want. I don't like their practices.
Okay. Well, these shoes will not fall off when I do rope climbs. I've had
They're
all-
cool looking.
multiple shoes like fly off my feet because they're not high enough and hold on to my foot,
Yeah,
because these are mid tops
yeah,
or mid rise or whatever they call them.
yeah.
They stay on my feet.
Yeah.
When I rope climb.
I honestly, I just happen to have really wide feet. I don't care what shoes anyone wears. It's kind of like what Greg used to say about soda pop. I don't care if you drink soda pop or if you buy soda pop or if you get rich off of selling soda pop. What I don't want soda pop doing is having any influence in the sciences, right? And so I have no issue with Noble except for the fact that they have supported organizations that support the legalization of child genital mutilation. And by child, I mean people under the age of 18. And it forced their employees to keep their jobs to take injections, to take drugs. And I find that just complete. I don't even have a little bit of tolerance for that. Like forcing people to take drugs. I don't even or child genital mutilation. I can't even do a little bit of it. So
our company tried to force us.
Yeah. Oh, and you fought it?
No,
Oh.
I did not.
Oh.
I ended up
taking it. Oh,
yeah.
Which one did you get?
I got the J&J.
Did you think about saying, "Hey, just squirt that shit on the floor"? Telling the doctor.
I went with someone who, my friend that needed it, and so I said I was going to support her and go with her. We went to like a drive-through where you get it when you're in your car. And then I did get one booster, and then I said, then I see all the stuff that happened at the games with the blood clots.
Oh, wasn't that crazy?
I said no more.
Yeah.
So you will not see me get another one.
Yeah.
And I got COVID too. I had it.
Yeah. I think I got it right now.
Oh no.
It doesn't matter. I'm a CrossFitter. Hey, real quick, he hates Rad. No, I have no issue with Rad. I love Rad. Good, sell as many shoes as you want. It's my job to point out crybabies, and I just pointed out a crybaby. That's it. But Sevan, you don't understand. It's a great marketing tool. Okay, cool. It's a great marketing tool to point out crybabies. But you can wear any shoes you want, and I'm just making fun of narrow shoes because I got wide feet. That's it.
My favorite shoe is Strike Movement. So.
Oh, I've heard great things about those.
They're great CrossFit shoes.
Oh, wide toe box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So are the Noble ones too narrow for you?
I don't like their trainers.
Too narrow?
Yes. They don't feel as stable. I've got a platypus foot too. So.
Do you have a high arch?
Yes.
Oh, I have a crazy. Yeah. Do you walk barefoot a lot? Like just around your house? Yeah. I have a crazy high arch and I have wide feet, and I don't need it. I don't really need anything. But if I wear shoes that are too narrow, my toes will start tingling. I don't like that.
Growing up in California, every kid our age never wore shoes.
Yeah.
Our feet would be black as anything because we were running around the asphalt. And I remember as a kid, we kind of, all right, we need to temper our feet for a while so that they get used to the heat on the asphalt. And then we run around fine.
Yep. That and that's what it was too. That when I stepped on that pufferfish, my feet were like I was in Baja California. I was in Mexico, and I remember the Mexicans there who in the fishing village I was in couldn't believe that I could walk barefoot, and they were like basically little Indian people. It's like, yeah, once you're barefoot for a long time, you could do anything. Mm-hmm. Sorry, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Was that because we walk barefoot? Why we have high arches?
Yeah, I think that is why we have high arches. Oh. I think so. Before I started walking barefoot a lot, I was a size bigger in shoe, and then I think maybe I was 9, and then I started walking barefoot a lot, and my foot pulled up like that. And I think it's because the muscles in your feet get stronger. Makes sense to me, right? So as they get worked, they do that. That's what I hear.
Interesting.
And I believe it. Hey, so what's the plan for a competition for Denise Moore? Like, what is the next thing? You'll do the Open this year. Are you going to try to make a run for the games?
Yes.
Yeah.
My goal is always to go to the games. I've also been introduced myself to weightlifting. So Olympic weightlifting, I did the NOA 2, and then I just signed up for the Masters in Reno, and that's in March. So I'm going to do that one. But any other, that was the NOA 2.
Do you feel like you need goals like that in order to keep working out? Like that helps you? Is that why you do it?
I'm a goal-oriented person. I have to have goals. If I don't have goals, then what am I doing? I'm just going to be like doing nothing for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
You have goals?
Not really.
Yes, you do.
I do?
Yeah.
What?
You have goal. You want to be on the floor in Texas.
Yeah, that's
a
right.
goal.
Yeah. Yeah. And I want it to just rain money. I want to like open my bank account and see like billions of dollars in there. And I want to have the best podcast in the world.
And you want to be number one in the space.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. You're right. I guess I do have goals. And that's why I get up every morning at 7 to do it, because I'm working towards my goals.
Yes.
Yeah. I started a new news show.
I love it.
You do like it? Okay, good.
I do.
It'll get better. I'm still like working out the kinks.
The one thing I was asking last night, which I don't think Dave saw, I feel like Legends location is left over from the negotiations from the games that they were originally going to go to Birmingham, Alabama. And now the Masters are going there. And I was like, it feels like a leftover, meaning that, go ahead.
So I hear you. Has there ever been a big CrossFit Masters event in Birmingham or no?
Not that I know of.
Oh, I bet you it's a nice town. I bet you don't like it because it's too far away.
I'm only concerned about heat. That's all.
Oh.
Location.
Oh.
Going to Birmingham is going to be like the same as going to Madison. For me, it's going to be 2 flights no matter what. So
you can't get LA. You can get LAX to Birmingham. I bet you can't.
You know how far LAX is from us?
Is it far? Wait, where are you? I thought, isn't Yorba Linda? Where are you?
It's like an hour and a half, depending on the traffic.
Okay. All right. I got to do that anyway. Anytime I fly, I feel like, because I'm in Santa Cruz. Even if I go to San Jose, San Jose is a pain in the ass. Yeah, there's nowhere. Hey, how competitive is it going to be to make it to the games?
I think it's very competitive. It'll be interesting. I'm hoping that everyone will want to do it, meaning some of the old people, the legacy people like Susan Clark, Patty.
Susan Clark's like been to the most games out of anyone or something, right? She got like some crazy. Pull up her? She's go ahead.
She ages up, and so does Patty. There were a few of us that are aging up to 65.
And Susan Clark's like the kind of the gold standard in Masters athletes, right? She's won like 5 games or something crazy like that, right?
Very sweet, too. I like her.
Oh yeah, fucking nuts, dude.
Every time she's
my god.
Every time she's gone to the game, she's won. That's something to aspire to right there.
Damn. Dang.
Great. So I'm hoping everyone will buy in and come.
How tall are you, Denise?
5'7.5".
And how much do you weigh?
This morning I weighed 148.
And what's the most you ever weighed in your life?
100. Oh God. When I was in college, I weighed like over 200 pounds.
No shit.
Yeah. I got when my mom was going through breast cancer, I ate my feelings. And so I ate everything.
200.
So then
Damn.
after breast cancer,
Yeah.
I gave up. I was like 150-ish. And then I just kind of gave up. And for 2 years, I just ate and ate and ate. And so finally in like 2016, I was 186 pounds.
Wow. Okay.
So then I lost about 40 pounds over the past 8 years. Kept it off.
And what's the least you've ever weighed when you were 5'7"? Have you ever dropped down to like something?
145.
Okay, so you've always been healthy. You never dropped to some ridiculously low weight like 115 or anything.
I don't think I could. My bone structure is too big.
Yeah.
My hand, like if you put my hand up to your hand, it would probably be bigger.
Yeah. Don't embarrass me. Why are you trying to embarrass me? It's my show.
No. I meant like I have
I have little kids' hands.
I have men's hands. So.
Hey, you use the men's bar? We
used to before, like back in 2010, they didn't have women's bars.
Yeah.
We all used men's bars.
Do you have a preference? Do you prefer the women's bar?
Yeah. For hook grip, I do.
Okay.
But like if I'm doing deadlift, I will use the men's bar every once in a while, just to mix it up.
I have a women's bar at my house. I don't like the way it feels. Maybe because I'm just not used to it. I have tiny little hands, but I don't like the way it feels. Like it feels too small. You know what I mean? Like if you ever climbed a skinny rope, you're like, ugh.
That's what those ropes were, pretty small. So we have both types of ropes. We have, you know what fast ropes are?
No, for jumping?
For fast ropes are those for
climbing?
Jumping out of helicopters?
Oh, no. I don't know what they are. Oh, Caleb's nodding his head. Caleb knows all the man shit.
So
that's the second time you've embarrassed me. We're getting to the end of the show and you're really putting it to me. Small hands, and I don't know about other man shit. Okay, fast ropes.
No, it's a military thing.
Okay.
Fast ropes. They're braided rappelling ropes.
Okay.
So they're like, you take 2 and 4 sets of 2 ropes and you braid them. Okay. And they're fast ropes. Those are pretty thick, and that's what we have at the gym. Yep. See how they're braided together?
Yeah, that looks nice.
So those are our ropes at our gym. And then we have the smaller ropes at the
What's the
gym.
material? Is that really? I think maybe we had those at HQ and I hated them. Are they really slippery? Like I like the rogue ropes that feel like that they're made out of like twine, and my little finger, when I grab it, my little fingers actually go in between I'm not just squeezing, my fingers are getting like stuck in the braids. You know what I mean? And so I'm getting like leverage like that.
But those break down faster.
Sure. Yeah. But I'm the only, but does that black one, is that really slippery? Like really slippery or no? No. Okay. All right. You ever got a nylon splinter?
Never.
No. If you leave those nylon ropes outside, like you hang them from a tree outside, that nylon will slowly start to get more and more rigid until it starts like flaking off like the other ones. And those nylon things will actually, like, you'll climb a nylon rope that's outside and you'll get like 1,000 splinters. It's horrible. It's actually kind of dangerous. It's nuts.
I've never heard of that. See, I learned something today.
Yeah. Well, I had to try to make up for it. I had to do some mansplaining for not knowing.
I did not know that.
Sevan, you can clip that nail. No. I clipped my son's pinky nail the other day before the jiu-jitsu tournament, and he said, Sevan, or he said, Heidi, that's dad. Oh, no, I want to grow my nail like yours. I'm like, no, you are not growing your nail like mine. I've always grown a long pinky nail.
That's so funny.
For picking my nose. Unfortunately, people think I do cocaine because of it. I'm like, cocaine?
So the one thing I want to talk about is the open.
Okay.
I really want everyone to do the open, because every surgery I've ever had seems like it's been January or December. And no matter what, I still showed up for the open. I did shoulder surgery. 5 weeks later, I did the open.
So you're saying it can be scaled. Like don't use the fact that you can't do certain movements as an excuse not to do it.
Oh no, I did it RX.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I did like what we were doing. Wall walks.
What 5 weeks after shoulder surgery? Oh yeah. No one listened to Denise Moore. She's not normal. I take that back. You're not normal.
But you can do it scaled.
Yeah.
And I highly, people were talking about, oh, I don't know if I want to do it. I said, you have to do it. You have to do it because then next year you have something to measure against. And it doesn't matter where you are compared to anybody else. It matters where you are compared to you.
I'm doing it for 2 reasons. One, I know I'll feel better once I do it. And 2, I'm just trying to kiss CrossFit's ass so I can keep getting access to the behind the scenes. So,
do you think I'll get you floor access?
Dude, there's no way that they don't. It's in fucking possible. But no, impossible.
Well, how do you feel?
And let me tell you this, they gave me crazy access last year. Like that, Dave was very polite yesterday on the show when I was pressuring him. They let me go with cameras that no one else was going with cameras. Like they let me go in the war room. They let me go everywhere. I mean, they were really, really good to me. But if there's not going to be media pits, and I don't need to be running around on the floor, I just need to be able to, like, if I need to run across the field or I need to be able to do stuff, I can't be lumped up with the rest of the jackasses. I just can't. And it is really true. Like, I need to feel like I'm a king there. Is like, or else, because it takes every little bit of confidence that I have to just talk to every single person I want to.
Are you an introvert?
No, but I have social anxiety. Like I don't want to. Like, I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in being in that environment. I'm not flourishing in that environment as a person. You know what I mean? Like I don't want that attention.
I think I stood next to you in the media pit, like behind you.
Yeah.
When you were, it was, the open, I forget what they call it, North Park. And I saw you there and I was like, you looked really at home.
Yeah, I felt very. They treated. I'm telling you, CrossFit treated me so. The people there, the audience, the members of the community, and the people, everyone treated me so good. It really made it easy for me. I mean, I was like, I didn't even like flying there. I hated flying there. I hated going there. I hated everything about it. But once I got there, everyone treated me so good. So thank you. I felt at home.
So do you think you would show up at either the Masters or the Teens?
No.
Yes.
No. But I really do. I do. You know who if I want to see, I want to see that. I did actually enjoy the Teens last year. There's that kid really impressed me. That Ty Jenkins kid. Do you know who that is?
No.
Oh, I can't. And I know if I went to the Masters, I would really have fun. I just can't see. I don't even want to go to the games because I don't want to leave my kids. Yeah, this kid. This kid seems so cool. I got to talk with him a little bit at the games. Man, I really liked him.
Okay.
I'd like to meet his parents too. I just can't see myself going to Alabama. Maybe if I was, I don't know, and leaving my kids. What about you? Do you have any? Do you think you'll go to the games? You think if you qualify for Masters, you'll also go to the individual event?
Well, I don't have a ticket.
Oh, all right.
But I will be signing up for volunteering for the West.
Oh, in Car. Oh, yeah. I'm going to try to go there.
So last year,
I think I got access to do the behind the scenes there.
Oh, good.
I think.
Last year I worked for Athlete Control at Pasadena, and I was taking off all the timing chips. I did that, and you can really tell the OGs versus the new people there, and that's where I met Olivia Kerstetter. She was so sweet, and that's why I bought her a shirt, because met her there just to support her.
So you were saying you can tell the difference between the newer people and the people who've been around longer. Oh, why is that? What do you think the difference is?
When they come off the floor,
Mm-hmm.
the OGs,
Yeah.
take their timing chip off and hand it to you.
Oh.
And then the other guys just stand there and sweat on top of you and expect you to take it off.
They need to be serviced.
And then they're like moving their feet. I'm like, I need to get that out.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you, at the very, very, very end, the very last day, Cole Sager came over to my station, where I was, and shook my hand and thanked me, looked me straight in the eye and thanked me for volunteering. Cole Sager did that.
Wow.
And he did that for every volunteer that he came across.
Wow.
So you see the character of certain people.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is there's people like him down there, him and like Noah Olson, who are just so sweet, and people in the community like hate on them. And I just want to be like, hey man, if there's a God, he's gonna ask you why you were hating on Cole Sager and Noah Olson. You better have some fucking like good reason, because those guys are those. I mean, what you're saying about Cole isn't like everyone knows that, right? Like Cole's that guy. He's not faking it. That's like someone brought him up right. And same with Noah. Did you notice how nice Noah is? Did you have any interaction with him?
He was one to hand it to me. Yeah,
no,
I didn't have a chance.
There's no prima donna in those guys. Those guys are like, those are the guys who let if you pull up to a parking space at the same time, they're not like, fuck you, get away. They let the person go in. Yeah, they're such good dudes. I know, it's crazy.
It's crazy too.
Right. I've done nothing but fucking poke at him online for 3 years, and when I saw him at the games, he was a complete sweetheart to me. Complete gentleman. Waved me over, treated me like and when I DM with him, total class act. I agree. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do that, as opposed to go all the way to Texas. I don't have a ticket anyway, so.
If you make it to the Masters, your husband will go with you?
No.
He got shit to do?
Yeah, unfortunately, we have cats at home that need to be taken care of.
Oh shit.
Plus, it's like they're around here. We have 4 cats.
He doesn't CrossFit?
No, he doesn't.
Oh shit. Wow. Are you glad that he doesn't, or do you wish he did?
I wished he did. If he liked it.
Okay.
But he doesn't like it. It's not for him. So he's out playing golf right now. He plays baseball and he bowls.
Oh, okay. I like bowling. I went bowling a couple weeks ago in Idaho. I like bowling.
He's a really good bowler. He's like he's had a 300.
Oh shit.
He's an excellent bowler.
I suck at a 100.
I suck too.
But I still like it.
We used to do.
You put your finger in all 3 holes?
Yes.
Oh.
But we do finger shift, where you just put your finger tips in there.
Oh, okay. So this most recent time I went bowling, I just put my finger in 1 hole, and I'd never done that before. But I like.
You never put your thumb in.
I never put my thumb in. I just put my middle finger in, and then just.
Oh, and then you put a spin on it.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed it.
That's fun.
Bowling is a good drinking sport. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just. So he will probably never. We just had a friends and family week for the gym, and he didn't show up. We had a lot of people show up though.
If I know my wife's working out in the garage, I'll go in there because I want to watch her body move around.
You want the energy.
I just love watching my wife move, and and she's like sweating, and she's just like, and she's a better CrossFitter than me, so I just like it. She's like doing double unders and shit and kipping pull-ups, and she does it, and she's strong, like really strong, and I'm surprised he doesn't want to watch you move. Like he doesn't like just want to go out. Like, I mean, I think if you can, you should drag him to the Masters event if you qualify, because he'll be so excited to see you like climb the rope, and when you come down, you know what I mean? Like when my wife's done, I just like want to just like eat her like a cat. I want, you know what I mean? Like I'm overstimulated. I want to just like scratch her and shit.
He's that way when we play golf.
All right. Oh, he likes watching you swing. Like he watch. Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay.
He will sit there and like talk to people that we've been paired up with and talk about all sorts of stuff about me. He'll talk me up all the time.
Oh, good. Okay, that makes me feel better. Okay, so he knows what he has.
Yes, he absolutely does.
Bernie Gannon, Sevan hand size makes it difficult to manage all three in bowling ball. Maybe that is why. You think that's why?
It might be.
Jesus Christ.
What was the poundage of the ball?
I don't remember, 9 or 10 or 11 or something like that. Is that good or bad? It felt heavy.
Usually, well, my husband uses a 15-pound ball.
No, I definitely was not using a 15. I think I was lying. I think I was using a 9-pound ball, and I was embarrassed, so I made up 10 and 11. When I shake hands, Denise, when I shake hands with a man whose hand's smaller than mine, and it happens occasionally, I feel so bad.
For him?
Yeah. Like I feel horrible. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
You know where my mind went on that. So
it's good. It's healthy. All right. Hey, thank you for coming on the show. Stay in touch. I consider you a friend. I appreciate all your support. Thanks for the shirt. Thanks for being a good role model.
Thank you for having me and allowing me to talk about my story.
Yeah, it's a great
I really
story.
do appreciate it.
Yeah. And text me anytime. You have my number. I consider you a friend. I don't sleep on my phone. Text me 24 hours a day. Send me pictures of your silly cats, all that shit.
Okay. Thank you, Sevan.
All right, girl.
Thank you, Caleb.
Have a great day. Oops.
Well.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bertie Gannon, Denise, you were great. £161 clean. I wonder if I can clean 161.
Probably. Don't you deadlift to like 225 or something?
Yeah, but I haven't cleaned over 135 and I don't know. Oh, my wife's texting me. What does she want? Oh. Huh. She said her shoulder's been bothering her. Oh, Andrew Hiller's with Tyson Bagent right now. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
So I posted he's in Martinsburg.
Yeah. Hey, can I post that? Yeah, Tyson's with the Slackbox guy and his brother Ezra.
That's cool.
Yeah. And his brother's wearing the Tyson's brother's wearing the CEO shirt. Oh shit. It looks like Tyson is wearing a Dave Castro shirt. Jesus, these guys are all in on the CrossFit shit.
Tyson was in my my weekly Toe Spacer email.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you had it in your dream.
No. I wish.
I had the pizza place by my house makes a gluten-free pizza, and it's a really thin crust that's like crackery, and it had broccoli and chicken on it, and I didn't eat all day yesterday. I was at that jiu-jitsu tournament, and then I came home and I did that podcast with Dave, and then I ate like half the pizza. And my fucking nose has been just clogged up ever since. But it was supposed to be gluten-free. God, I love that fucking pizza. And we don't have a refrigerator, so it probably went bad, so I can't eat it in the morning.
Sure you can.
You can?
Hell yeah.
Even though it's been sitting out all night?
For sure. That's good pizza still.
Okay. If you hold on, wait. Make sure I tell my wife not to throw that away.
Yeah, that's for sure good. I'll probably eat day old pizza regularly.
Even if it's not been in the fridge?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, did you see the Dave interview last night?
I watched a little bit of it, yeah. It was good.
Hey, babe.
Hi.
Hey, don't throw the pizza away. I'm going to eat it.
Oh no, we're not throwing that away.
Okay. All right. I love you. Bye. What? Say that again? Oh, shit. Say that again? Hello? Shit. Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
The boys had some this morning.
Okay. Hey, I'm going to take him to the beach, and could you get him ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you coming?
I want to, but I also wanted to go to a class at 11.
Okay. Okay. Go do your class at 11, and then I'll meet you down there or something.
Okay, well, it is only 9, so maybe, I guess it depends what time we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Hi, Caleb.
Hi.
Hey, hold on a second, Haley. Can you hear me? How come the phone's not working? Haley. Hello? Haley, don't hang up. Hold on. I want it to work again. Like proper. You think she hung up? Hello? Haley? Did you hear that? Did you hear me dial?
Yeah.
I don't know why it works sometimes. It doesn't work other times. There was someone else. Oh, so did you see the show with Dave?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it last night, yeah.
Be honest. How much did you see? 10 minutes?
Yeah, probably 15 minutes.
So people were like, so many people, like one of my friends texts me and goes, God, you having callers and ruined the show. And then like there's all these people in the comments saying how bad the callers were. Fuck the callers.
Was one of the callers Frank?
No, Frank, believe it or not, Frank didn't call. But I thought the show, I really enjoyed the callers. And Jesus Christ. Nick, David, David, that's gonna stick with me the whole day. You've ruined me. That's a good joke though. That really is solid. Wow. Nick's my buddy. He was always cock blocking me and stealing my bitches. Nah, it's good. You're good. I love it how well you know the story. Sorry, fuck. David just said sorry to me. Are you fucking okay? Someone check on him. Jesus
Maybe
Christ.
he's turned over a new leaf. Wow.
The fuck is happening? That Denise's story got to him. I love the callers, but so then listen, this is how easily I'm manipulated. Then so someone calls me this morning, and I said, "Hey, dude, I thought the callers were great," and they're like, "Nah, the callers were too much." I go, "Really?" I go, "Yeah," and I go, "Here's the thing, dude. Without the call, all those callers, people didn't get to see you be witty, you and Dave be witty." And then all of a sudden, I was like, "Yeah, fuck the callers," because like you know what I mean. They made it like I'm better than the callers. So then all of a sudden, I hated the callers, but I thought it was the best podcast I've ever done with Dave. Like I was the loosest I've ever been around him. That's almost how it is when I talk to him on the phone, except we're way more aggressive when there's no one around. I mean, it gets aggressive.
Yeah, I liked it. The 15 minutes that I saw was a good back and forth. And I think I caught like one of the callers and I didn't mind it. It was an interesting change. Usually it's just the two of you talking. I like that he can answer things on the fly and do that kind of thing. It's cool.
I like it when he tells stories.
Yeah. I like them too.
What is this? Fasting's talk. Are you watching the Super Bowl's today, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Are you watching that?
Yeah, I'll probably watch it just because. Are you going to watch it?
I want to say no, but I kind of want my boys to watch it because I just remember as a kid like it being kind of like a fun thing to like, so that they don't like completely fall out of what's socially, like going on. I'd like them like to see it. And I used to love the 49ers. I never heard of their dude. They got a dude Purdy. I never heard of that dude until all of a sudden now.
He went to Iowa State. He's basically a no name. I think this is like his first or second year starting for the 49ers. It's kind of a cool story.
I love it that he's a Bible beater.
Yeah, they've just been like asking him questions, and when he talks to the press, they're like, "Well, let's talk about the Bible today," and then he'll just. It's interesting how quickly he can just ramble off on stuff. It's kind of cool. I feel like you ask people about Bible things, and they say that they're religious, and they don't actually know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Did you see this?
Yeah, I did.
This is crazy. So this is when I used to watch football. This is the shit that I watched. I watched this guy.
What made me do it? One day I hung up and I'm sitting there going, I wonder if these things call out. So I pick up the phone. I hit, what do you do normally? Hit 9, right? Gives you an outside line. I hit 9. Got a dial tone. I dialed my house.
And the phone would ring. I'd pick it up and it'd be Joe.
Fuck, his wife is hot.
Yeah.
I go,
By the way, Joe sounds just like Graham Holmberg. Joe
Oh,
Montana and Graham Holmberg are the same dude. And what a little boy Joe is, right? Still at heart. He seems like it's like a 10-year-old kid talking.
what are you doing?
I go, hey, how you doing? What are you doing? What do you do? Who is it? What are you doing? Why are you?
Joe's eyes look like he smokes weed, by the way. I'm just saying. That looks like you smoke weed and you tried to cover it up with some Visine.
That's what that looks like?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Where you calling me from?
He goes, I'm calling you. I'm calling you to say I love you. And I go, I love you. How are you calling? He goes, they have an outside line. I check in every stadium.
I go on the sideline phone. I found out that it calls. So I thought I'd give you a call since I'm just sitting here waiting to go on the field. I don't know what made me do it. But one day.
That's awesome.
Why wouldn't he? Because weed's bad for you. Only jackasses smoke weed. That's why. You smoke weed, Caleb?
No.
Yeah, good. That makes me so happy you don't smoke weed.
I get drug tested.
Dave didn't keep me in check. I kept his ass in check last night. I was the alpha last night. Dave was a power bottom last night.
Is the couch like down angle from you? Like, are you sitting up and the couch is like below you, or is it like kind of at your level? Are you on a stage?
No.
No.
No. I mean, I'm in a like one of those chairs. It's like, you know what I mean? Like I could go lower, but like I'm not like.
I felt like when he was sitting in the couch, he was just slouching and like looking up at you like this.
Oh, yeah, I could see his probably like one head lower.
Okay.
My seat is probably like this much higher than his. What sucks too is like I have all these cameras in here and TVs and just all this crazy shit, but I just don't have it set up right so I could show more angles, because even though we're in the same room, you never get that feeling really because you never see the camera shot.
Oh, the both of you?
Yeah. Or like there should be like one over my shoulder that shows him or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Look at Audrey thinks that the Super Bowl is rigged.
That's the
newest conspiracy theory.
I can't remember what it's called. It's like the script, NFL script. There's an NFL script.
Wow.
They're gonna make the Chiefs win because of Taylor Swift, probably.
Jesus. I don't think that's true.
PSYOP. That's right. The PSYOP.
What is this? I'm not even enjoying doing this show because my nose is so clogged up. What is this? There was this one time.
My husband was coming home for dinner. Dinner time is very important to us. One particular day, my husband was late, and I could feel myself getting a little bit like, you're late. And Holy Spirit said, when he comes in this house, you make a choice of how you're going to greet this man. Holy Spirit says, because you have no idea the things he's had to fight today. So even though you don't know why he's late, when he walks in this house, you greet him like the king he is. Then I hear the door turn, the key coming, and Holy Spirit said, it's almost time. When he comes in this house, you decide if you are going to be the type of woman who brings life or you bring a knife. So he walked in and I greeted him. I hugged him. I let him know I was so happy to see him. And he just melted in my arms. He said, let me tell you what happened today, what I've had to deal with. And it broke me down because there's a scripture, Proverbs 31:11. It says, the heart of her husband safely trusts her. When you endeavor to be a woman who follows the Holy Spirit will teach you how to love, how to be safe, how to be nurturing, and how to be the type of woman where a man comes home and he knows I fought out there, but I never have to fight in here. I'm home. There was one time.
Wow.
Men are so different. Like if my wife was like, my wife would call me, I'll be like, hey, what's up? She'd be like, hey. Like, what do you need? What you need? She'd be like, I'm running late. I'm like, yeah, but why'd you call? Well, because I'm going to be home an hour late. I know, but did you call for something? Tell me something. Can you feed the boys? Yeah, no problem. All right, I'll call to you later. And then I just hang up. I fucking pull a piece of salami and some cheese and leave a knife out on the counter and be like, dinner served. Like, is she saying? I think if you're, I just think you have bigger fish to fry if like you're tripping on like your mate being late, like home from. Is that a woman? Is that like a woman thing or like are there dudes who are like that? Like my wife is just like, hey, can I go to yoga class? Yeah, go. I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, I want whatever makes you happy. Like whatever makes you happy, do it.
Yeah.
Do you have a podcast? Well, I'll try to, like my wife does the same for me. I'm like, hey, I got a podcast tonight. She's like, all right, I'll ask your mom to do this or something. Fuck, it's that relationship. I heard that and that just stressed me out. Does that stress you out? Her saying all that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like
you were gonna be mad at your husband for being late. What did he do?
Yeah.
He don't want to be late.
My
He's not
wife
excited to be late.
My wife texted me the other day. She was working and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna be late. And I was like waiting to have dinner with her because I like having dinner with her.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, we had like a transport a patient. I'm gonna be late coming home. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go pick up dinner and eat. And she's like, okay, just pick me up something too, and I'll eat it when I get home.
Yeah, if anything, you feel bad for her. Like,
yeah,
why would you? What do you? Yeah, I feel bad for my wife that she can't be with there.
Yeah, now she's got to wait another 2 hours to eat dinner, and it's gonna be like late, and then we're gonna go to bed. Yeah, it sucks.
Hey, you better not say something to undermine my story, Haley.
Well, did you just call back?
Oh no, I thought you were gonna be like, no, this one time you blah 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 blah. All right, no, I ain't talking. All right, I love you, bye.
Well, lucky for you, I wasn't replying to that part.
Oh hey, the boys dressed?
Yeah.
Have them if they can open the garage door and have them ride the one wheels around to the front of the house. Don't let them ride through dog shit.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Does she get mad at you if you're late to something? Or like, does she like, were you cheating on me, Caleb?
No, never.
Caleb, you banging some hoes?
Never once. No, she's always been so chill. It's like the greatest gift I've ever mistaken upon. It's awesome.
Holy shit, Andrew. I said, Andrew, can I post that video? He said, Jim has stuff on there he doesn't want being shown on the internet. Jesus Christ. That guy's paranoid as fuck.
Black block guy?
Yeah. Of course not. Weirdo. God, he's such a weirdo. God, there's so many weirdos out there. This the comments on YouTube never cease to amaze me. So I've been doing this news show, and the comments are fucking hilarious. Let me see. This one. Let me see. The stuff around Rad is fucking hilarious. Someone says, "Well, I completely agree with your approach." But I don't even know if he knows what my approach is. Does it worry you at all that you could be losing athletes? Danielle was one of your biggest supporters. You fucking jackass. I'm only asking to see if you were worried about potential trend. Potential trend? You know how many fucking athletes already won't come on the show? Do you know who that hurts? One person only, and it ain't fucking me. Listen. Here's the difference between me and 99% of the idiots out there. I have a neighbor. Under no I live in a neighborhood where all the homes are multi-million-dollar homes, and I have a neighbor. And some people don't like my neighbor, and under no reason at all ever am I going to fight with my neighbor, because I live next to my neighbor, and that's like my neighbor. Like, I'm going to have to see that person every single fucking day. And I'm going to need stuff from him, and he's going to need stuff from me. And his kids are going to throw parties late at night sometimes, and my kids are going to throw something over the fence and break a window at his house, and the shit's going to happen. And under no circumstances can he do anything ever to make me not love him. Ever. Because our living together is like, it makes my life amazing because I'm like that. Because I can get along with anyone when it's best for me. To not get along, to be in the CrossFit space, I say this with peace and love and humility. To be in the CrossFit space, I am everybody's neighbor. They are not all my neighbor. To not get along with me is complete fucking insanity. And I say that, and so listen, there's maybe 2 people in the world I wouldn't let come on the podcast. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, I want all of these people to feel comfortable coming on my podcast. Like, there's people who won't come on here, but at the end of the day, it only hurts them. I never play gotcha with anyone. I love on everyone. You can go on the most popular podcast show in the space and be the most popular athlete, and you'll only get 2,000 views, and you'll come on my show and you'll get 50,000 views, and I'll fucking jerk you off to the whole world. And even if I fucking can't stand you, you're still welcome to come on my podcast. And I'm not going to like call you out for getting your 7th booster or for being a fucking racist bigot. Like I'm not going to do that to you. And so this comment, worried about a trend. I'm worried about the fucking idiots who are going to be in the sport for 4 years and they've gotten bad advice from their fucking agent not to come on my show. Like, you're fucking yourself. Do you think that really is Drake's dick on that plane? Have you seen that fucking thing? You think that, why is his dick so rubbery?
I don't know.
Like, your dick, when you're looking at porn, your dick should be so hard you could chip a tooth on it.
Yeah, that looked like a dildo.
Yeah, what I've seen dicks like that before, and it's like.
You think he just has a hard time getting it hard?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it was quite the specimen. What he
it was like one of those things you see outside of a car dealership that just like flops around.
Yeah. Hey, was he hey, listen, if my dick's acting like that, I ain't playing with it. I'm putting it away. I'm like, fuck you, behave.
Well, obviously you didn't want any, so we're just gonna go.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he did a concert and he addressed his giant penis. Have you seen that?
No, I did not know that.
Oh my God. And just the fact that there's a video out there about it. It's so fucking funny. Let me see if I can find it.
He just has a massive flaccid dong.
Yeah, where is the it's a nice penis. It's a world-class penis, but I just am not
Probably doesn't even get any bigger than that though. It's probably just that.
It's just weird that it's just so flat. It's just so flaccid while he's. And do you think he let that out on purpose? It looks like he's on a private jet and someone filmed it.
Oh, I thought he was like in a house or something.
Let me see if I can find it. Someone sent it to me in my DMs. I think the video. Oh no, I don't. Oh, maybe. I thought he was in front of a concert and he addressed his.
A video went viral on social media yesterday that appears to be Drake laying in bed and swinging his penis around.
Oh yeah, I thought it was on an airplane, to be honest. But here, look at supposedly this is at a concert somewhere and he addresses it. But listen what he calls his penis. It's so great. Drake's response to the world seeing his rocket. Here we go.
Everybody listen up for a second. It's come to my attention that there's a video going around. And y'all may have seen me with the Apollo 12 rocket ship.
He calls his penis the Apollo 12 rocket.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
But I'm here to clear it up. I wasn't hiding my meat from the world. I was hiding the world from my meat. So now that it's already out there, ladies with gentle hands, where you at?
What did he say? I wasn't hiding the meat from my world. I was hiding the world from my meat.
Yeah. Wow.
Hashtag lean into it. Jesus. Okay.
Apparently there's a text message to him that says, "You're blessed with your voice. You're blessed with your performing. You're blessed to be you. You're blessed to be number one. And you're also blessed to have a fucking missile."
Who said that? Someone in the comments?
No, somebody texted him that or something.
Oh.
Voice.
Okay, listen to this. Day three of Sevan not realizing this is a rad ad and not that serious. Okay, so wait a second. You fucking retard. You can't even write a sentence. You can't even hold a thought. Crazy how you mention them more than any other sponsor in this segment. Why is that crazy? I thought you just said it was an ad and I didn't realize what was going on. So now it's crazy. You fucking moron. Listen, not realizing this is a rad ad. So I am the media director of the fastest growing chain in world history. And I could go on and on, but I'll take my cock out of my mouth now. And now you're saying, I don't realize this is a rad ad. So it's not even relevant whether this is a rad ad or an ad rad or whatever. The premise of what I'm saying is that this guy was crying about something that's very, very normal in the sponsorship space. Look at like you don't see me having Good Dudes coffee. If Good Dudes was like, "Hey, Sevi, could you? I know Paper Street pays your bills, but could you put a Good Dudes coffee link up on my screen?" It's like, no, I take money from Paper Street in order for them to be my official coffee sponsor. I'm the coffee. I peddle their beans. I sell space on my show for them. Oh my God, but they're being such dicks because they won't let me talk up fucking Strong Coffee. Listen, every single fucking stadium in the fucking world is either Coke or Pepsi, Bud Light or Coors. They wouldn't let us use Wadapalooza in our storefront. That's a little extreme. You fucking morons. You don't know shit. If they let one person do that, that sets precedent that everyone can do it. It's not even what they want to do or what they don't want to do. It's about the fucking law. You can't just be like, hey, do you know what happens? Do you know what happens if CrossFit allows someone? They're like, hey, you can go ahead and use that CrossFit name. It's okay. We're just going to look the other way. And then someone else fucking finds out and they fucking take it to court and they can prove through discovery that you let them use that and you didn't defend your mark. You know what fucking happens? No, you don't, because you're a fucking retard on YouTube. The Live and Loud people are trying to fucking get some fucking money to put on an event for these people. And this guy at Rad is a crybaby bitch who don't understand business and is playing the victim. Does that mean he's a bad person? No. Does that mean his shoes suck? No. Does that mean I'm being consistent with the kind of shit I fucking call people out on? 100 fucking %. Do I think it's an ad? I don't care if it's an ad. If it's an ad, then fuck, it must be really working for the fucking BLM booster people. Because they love that victim shit. I don't want to be around victims. That's not how I fucking roll. I get up every fucking morning because I'm a bad motherfucker. And I work my ass off to fucking reach my goals that I don't even know I have. I love it that he's a nice guy. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, fucking Benny's probably cool as fuck. Maybe it is an ad. Maybe it's not an ad. I'm missing the fucking point. You fucking YouTube tard. Let's go on. Furthermore. You just need to turn things off. Just because you have a paid partnership with a brand doesn't mean you can't be considered a collaborator with that brand. Say hi to your peptide mongers and coffee pushers. Piscinian Paul. Now, listen, Paul, that's only true if you don't know what the word collaborator means. I'm not fucking collaborating with fucking Paper Street Coffee. Well, that's not true. I did a little bit. I am. I asked them if they would make a blend that was 50% caffeinated, 50% decaf. And we discussed how the process would be regarding the decaffeination of the beans because I didn't want it to be using chemicals. So I guess I had some influence or some input. But you fucking moron, none of those people are collaborating on shoes. Choosing the shoe color isn't collaborating. Yeah, I know. You're a fucking idiot. And you express it. You know what YouTube is for some people? Just a place to express their idiocy. Let's see. There's another one here. I just love the ones where the people say, I don't get it. Like I don't care. Like, not only do I not get it, I don't even get what I don't get. I'm not even interested in getting what you're getting. I don't care. Like, you think that I care if Danielle comes on. You think I care? Like, I hope Danielle comes on. I hope that they sell 1 million pairs of shoes. That's not even what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about woke shit. Just fucking pussy. Like, I ain't wearing pussy brands. Every time I see someone wear that, what's that brand? You probably wear it, Caleb. Fucking it irks me, but all the men used to wear it. Like, guys who have tool belts wear it. What is that brand?
Carhartt.
Carhartt. Thank you. Whenever I see Carhartt, I just fucking think you make people get the injection.
They make a really good jacket, though.
I know. I was just in Idaho. Everyone wears that shit. Oh, so many of my friends love that shit. And you know what? I loved my friends for loving that shit. Anyway. But listen, Caleb still comes on the show. He's not like, fuck you, Sevi.
Nope. Let's deal with it.
To do a news show, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, like 7 pieces. Like, so I want all those videos to be between 9 and 14 minutes. And so I need 7 to 10 topics, and I only have 4 so far for today's news. So if I don't get 3 more, I won't do it. Yeah, Born Primitive shoes raised my T count. That's why I bought them. They're just the toe box. They're just dope. If I had any complaint about them is that if you like minimal, they're a crazy minimalist shoe. Like you feel shit under your foot when you're walking. So, my wife got Kevin. My wife got a pair of Nikes the other day, and I said, "Why are you buying that woke shit?" Yeah, that's fair. I agree with that. Like, don't give them any money. Fuck those guys. I don't know. I'm buying a BP for tactical games just because they sponsor Sevi stuff. Oh, thanks. I don't know what the terrain's like for tactical games.
I think Born Primitive came out with like tactical outerwear. They have like a uniform type style. I wonder if they're going to actually start.
But if I was running on gravel, I probably would want a thicker sole than the Born Primitive. Like it is it is
sure. Yeah.
It is just straight up CrossFit fucking shoe. It is. It's nano 2 but lighter. Hey, this guy, someone gave me this guy's phone number. Oh, Dylan Val gave me this guy's phone number. Should I have him on? Noah Kaniga?
Oh.
Or did you give me his number? Someone gave me his number and someone gave me his number and his dad's number.
White basketball.
That would be incredible.
I know who? Who's number 10? Kaniga. Hey, you know I'll pass.
You already got one, man.
Oh! That nigga nice, man. Don't give that white boy the ball and get that nigga the ball.
Noah Kaniga at the line.
God damn it, my nigga. Hey, Lucky, Kaniga. Let's go, Tigers. Noah Trump, nigga.
So when they cheer his name, the white people say his first name and the black people say his last name.
That's so good.
Holy shit. God, the internet's great.
Man, that nigga's wide open. Should have passed it to my nigga, man. Bro, the ball gotta go to my nigga, bro. So it's Noah Kaniga. Oh, Nate. Okay. Just keep grinding, do your thing, man. I swear to God, we're gonna make it through.
I watched the greatest white basketball player.
I love the way he looks too. He's a stud. Oh my God. This lady has to say his name. And that K is silent, dude. But she ain't doing it. She says Kaniga.
The school probably all agree. Well, he just says Kaniga.
And how about his first name is Noah?
Come on.
I know.
You really just fucked this kid up for life.
I'm dying to talk to his dad.
Like, dude, why would you? What the fuck?
Oh my God. Let me see what's going on here. Someone's giving us money. I like that. BP will have a D-Day shoe that comes in an ammo can, sand from Normandy. Oh shit. That's a joke, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The shoe's like $600 for the pair because of the can in the sand. Oh, that's good. The Ridgeline Realtor, Colorado living. Oh, not a joke?
Oh,
It's
wow.
like, no, come on. BP will have a D-Day shoe that comes in an ammo can, sand from Normandy. Come on. Bear said it on his podcast.
Oh, it's Lecoq.
Oh.
That's who that is.
Oh. Come on, dude. Want me to call Bear just live right now and just see what's up? Let me call Bear. Let me call him. Let me see what he says. Let me call Bear. Let me call Bear and see what the fuck's going on here. See if I have access to Bear, the CEO of Born Primitive, on Super Bowl Sunday. Do I have that kind of access? Do I? Call Laura Horvath, ask her if she's.
Hey, dude, can I call you in like 20-ish? I'm at the pool with the kid. It's pandemonium here.
8 seconds. We're live on the air. There's a rumor that there's a Born Primitive shoe coming in a ammo box with sand from Normandy. Is that true? Or am I an idiot?
That is fact.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, so this is the 80th anniversary of D-Day. Sorry, it's super loud. I'm at like a water park. It's 80th anniversary of D-Day coming up. We're doing a limited edition shoe. It's a bunch of it's going to go to charity that takes World War II vets back to their battlefield. So there'll be the first 500 will be limited edition. It'll come in an ammo can with a crate, a challenge coin, sand from Omaha Beach that the Prime Minister is allowing us to take back. It's going to be badass, dude.
What's the date on the release? And I'll leave you alone.
Unfortunately, it's going to be August because it took longer. So it'll be a pre-order like on D-Day. And then it'll come in August. We couldn't get the timeline sooner. I'm still learning the shoe game. The lead times are crazy on shoes. So, but it'll be awesome, man. I'll send you some pictures of the shoe. It's badass. It's got like the Band of Brothers vibe on it.
Awesome. Love you, dude. Thanks for being on the show. Love you.
Yeah, man. All right. Have a good Sunday.
Later. Bear Hanlon. Damn.
That's sick.
Crazy. All right. All right. I would sell him some fucking sand from my beach and just say it's from Normandy. Oops.
That's going to be dope.
Pool boy. Sevi, that's my birthday month. You know you love me. Fuck, I love you to death, dude. All right. So I need 5 more stories to do the news tonight, and then we'll get the news tonight. Caleb, thanks. Great show. Denise Moore was great. Nothing to pep your Sunday morning up. A little breast cancer talking. Boob removal. Do we have a show tomorrow? Oh, you know who? Oh no, I don't know who's coming on tomorrow. Oh shit, OPT tomorrow. James Fitzgerald. Okay, that'll be good. I feel like I need to make up with him. That last show went sideways as fuck. At the end, right at the end. Brian asked him what's the difference between CrossFit and OPEX, and shit got fucking squirrely. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I still kind of feel bad about it.
Oh, can we pray for Scott Schweitzer? We sure can. Everyone head over to the Clydesdale Media Instagram account and send your love for Scott. More to come on that with the news tonight. Go 49ers.